7, and it's probably about 40 minutes from my house.
Yeah, take your time by all means. I mean, don't try to rush.
Okay.
Said we can start it at 7:30. Is 7:30 okay with everybody?
Yep. Friday?
Friday?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Okay, I can try. I'll be working on Friday night though.
Okay. So the only issue I have with Friday is I'm having a procedure done at noon, and they're gonna be sedating me and stuff, so I'm not sure in the loop I'm gonna be.
So then I think move it to Saturday then. You know.
I think Saturday would probably be better for everybody.
Guy's out and you are having some, procedure. So I think better to.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
So
do
on Saturday, we can just knock out the meeting that we would normally have on a Thursday and then the presentation. And
okay,
then
that
done.
works. That works.
Okay. So 7 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, let's
Saturday
do
night.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that works out.
Okay, so let's get into is all that situated so we know when we're meeting, we know when we're doing things?
Yeah, Saturday at 7 o'clock. Instead of Thursday, we're going to meet Saturday at 7 o'clock. We'll knock out the final decisions for this round or for round 4, actually, I mean.
Yep.
And then we'll work on the presentation as well.
Okay, guys. So like I said, I went in there and made some extra changes since I sent out that thing. I got us up to 80.1 out of 89.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
What I was trying to focus on, if you, I could find the email, but basically our leverage was massively down. So like I was telling Bill, let me pull up that email.
What was it down to, Brittany?
Let me pull that up real quick.
Okay.
Round 3 changes. Okay. Can everybody see this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were down to 2.9.
Oh, wow.
And so that really concerned me because that's our company. I mean, it's the leverage of our assets to our equity. That plays into if we're on the verge of getting an emergency loan or not. So like I was telling Bill, I went on YouTube and there's a professor out there who he does this capsism with his students as well. And so he posted a lot of videos about how to pretty much get by the system and find that just right number. And so his synopsis for the leverage on the video he did about leverage was with finance. It's basically, and don't freak out by this, guys. It's basically because we have to either overcompensate in taking on debt, which we don't want to do because we're at a great point in our system where we're not consumed with debt. So I don't want to do that. Or you basically get rid of a lot of money that you have. So it's basically, if you go here, you can see how the ratio plays into it because it's your assets to your liabilities. So if we have too much cash on hand, that's going to bring our leverage down because we're not paying with it with debt and we're not pendulum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 2 options he gave for fixing that issue was you either burn out your cash or you accumulate debt. Those are your 2 options for doing that. He did say, ways to burn out your cash is bringing your dividend up, which is what I did to the $10. But that's what brought our leverage up to the 5.5 from the 2.9.
By increasing our dividend.
Mm-hmm.
So dividend $10?
Yes.
Per share? Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. But like you said, that gets rid of our cash.
Yes, which is what the leverage is all about. It's either
exactly
burning out your cash or it's accumulating a lot of debt to balance that equity to assets ratio.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Good job.
Mhm.
Nice work.
We can go back through the, oh, and on the TQM, so I raised those prices up to help burn some cash as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and check this out. So when we were doing the practice rounds, when we were putting money into here, it said it wouldn't reflect until the next year.
Right.
Mhm.
This one reflects now. So I had some of these at like 500 and a couple at 1,000.
Uh-huh.
And these numbers were really, really low. Well, I upped these all to 1 million to 2 million. And when we go to R&D, you can see that it lowered our production costs. So instead of this being 20 million, it's 16 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that great?
That's nice.
Mhm.
Very nice.
So
Do you make any changes here? Yesterday when I checked, it was like 600 or
I
something.
thought I saw 5 something.
Yeah,
So we had it down to 5 something. And then like what I said was because I was trying to burn cash. So what I did was I went into this product here and I bumped all these up. And so what that did was that brought down all the numbers for R&D because we weren't spending as much on material and costs.
Right.
So I added some more to this to get us a more robust number, so we're not exceeding it, but we're not so far down that it's not making a difference,
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
So that's
Good.
what we did there.
Good.
And
Did the marketing numbers change at all? No?
I think the only thing I changed was the aft price, or I changed all the prices, I think, to better manipulate the system.
And I see some of the forecast has changed too.
So I went in because when I was watching his videos, it was talking about, your inventory on hand and how to kind of manipulate the system to be what you want it to be.
Yeah.
Your forecasts need to be not what your production is. So like what we did the last couple rounds. So I went in there and I played with some numbers, and Enza, you can correct anything and we can adjust from here if you're not happy with any of these. But this way, go to production real quick so you can see. So that way it's a little bit more realistic. We bought some capacity for everything to spend some of that money and things like that.
Are you okay with those numbers, Shabir?
I changed all of that yesterday. So I think our capacity is 1,800. So I think the first one for Able, we don't need to buy 300. I think 200 should be enough because our first shift capacity is, so that's going to change our numbers?
Yes, so what happens is because I put everything from 50 all the way up to 400 in each one of these number blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what that did is if I put 200 there, it changes our pro forma and we lose our, let me get it real quick. We lose our days of working capital. That, I mean, there's no in between. It is literally, it drops from 5.0 to like 2 point something. There's no like, it's no in between whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
Oh, then I'm okay with that. It's all number game.
Yeah, it is a numbers game.
Yeah.
How can you go back to the marketing and the pricing and forecast, and how because I just glanced at it earlier, and I think earlier, maybe yesterday, and I just changed a price like slightly on one of them, but I honestly forgot which one it was, but it was like by 50 cents maybe. Can you go to, well, maybe we should start like we have been, starting with R&D and reviewing it and talking about it, and then moving on to the next and to the next after we all look at the reports, or I'm sorry, not the reports, the courier. Yeah. Would that be okay?
Yep.
Sure.
So give me 1 second to find the courier.
So you can go to,
And then we'll start with traditional. And then let me lower this bad boy. Okay. So Able, of course, everything we had pretty much sold out. So we definitely need to overproduce because that went into our stock out issue.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, on the Performa balance scorecard. I think our stock out number looks pretty good. It's a 4.7 out of 5, so that's good. I tried to keep some of them down lower just so that way we have that money
Okay.
and we're not changing them too much.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that we should work on the ideal age for Able? Because it's at a 2.0, but the age of revision now is at a 1.2. Because that's the most important thing for that
the only
customer.
thing that concerned me was whenever I can get it closer to 2, but the only thing is it the next time this circle moves, it'll down and to the right,
Right.
We will be completely out of it. So that's why I tried to move it some, but we can take it back down to, where is Able? 5.4. So let's do 5.6. Didn't change it at all.
No.
Same.
I think that just.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna.
So it's hardly moving.
Yeah.
Right.
The age.
Yeah. It's not changing hardly at all.
So let me try changing it was 5.4, right? And then this is
14.3. Do you want to go down to 14?
Yeah, let's
or maybe
that changes it. Doesn't.
No, gosh.
So any change you do in the system, it's going to give it that age, if not a little bit.
Okay.
So ridiculous. So this was 5 point.
I think you have 5.6,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. No.
Or no, it was a 5.8. My bad.
Yeah, it was 5.8. Yeah.
It doesn't equal enough money. Okay.
There it goes.
And so the only downside to the 5.8 is that we will be, production won't be until April for the revision date. So, and that's the same for Atom, is April. But we do have these other two products that will first quarter. So that's good.
Yeah.
So are we happy with Able?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, Acre was a little bit lower down the list. Of course,
Hey, Brittany, that number was 5.4 for performance for Able.
that was before. Remember, I made changes.
Yeah, you want to keep it that, that's going to be the revision date will be January then.
What are you talking? Because the 5.8 is.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, the revision date.
What I sent you, I made changes after that.
Oh, okay.
And so that's one of the changes I made.
Okay.
Basically, get the total up to the at least the 700s. I don't want to go any over 7s. Just because of that gets us in that bracket where we're spending way too much and we're reaching our cap for that.
Okay.
So
what would be our focus this round? Which products?
What was it last round?
Atom and
Agape,
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's our focus this round?
So to move Able a little bit more, because like I said, these three right here, they're borderline. Like Atom's pretty much not even in the circle anymore. So we need to focus on getting that back to that customer base. And then Able and Agape were borderline, so that's why I was focusing on moving them closer to the inside of the circle. Because again, you know, once this round completes, the next round that circle will move and we won't be in it.
Okay.
What? I'm sorry. Just could you guys repeat what we focused on in round 2? It was Abel and Agape.
It was Adam.
Adam and Agape. That's right. That's what it was. Adam. Never mind.
Bill, have you been taking notes?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you are. Okay, great, because I have not
Yeah, me too.
at all. I mean, I could always just go back and listen to the videos, but
Yeah.
or the recordings, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the acre was a 3.0 and a 17, and then their thing was 15.5, so I just moved it up by 500 to get that little lower base. Their ideal age is 7, and that's the second thing that they want to focus on, so I think that's great.
That's fine.
The only other thing that we'll have an issue with is their price is 14 to 24, and last session we had them at 23.75. I think we were, well, I guess we were.
Stock out. Yep.
We're the highest.
Yeah, we were the highest, but we still sold out. So,
Yep.
Wow.
so Adam, of course, is still one of our top performers.
Yeah.
So that's good. We were pretty high on the charts for price. Like I said, I focused a little bit on Adam because you can see that in the perceptual map, I mean, they're not even technically, I don't think, in the circle anymore. So I moved them down some to get them ideal position closer, but without trying to break the bank, of course.
Yes.
Of course, the ideal age is 0, so I mean 1 is a little realistic compared to 0. And then that way too, we're not too far out on the revision date as far as being in like July or October or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then is everybody okay with Adam, or do you want to make changes?
No, I'm fine.
That's good.
And then Apt, it's in the circle. I think it'll be okay till the next round. I think the next round we'll definitely want to focus on Apt a little bit. So I
That's one of the top performer in the last round, 28%. That's good.
The only thing that sucks, which is it's number 4 on the list, is the ideal age. So it's not really a big issue because it's only 9% of the importance to them. So I don't think that's a real big issue.
So for us, the ideal age is 4.5, but it's saying here should be 1.
But that's only 9% of the importance. The main importance, which is 43% up here, is reliability, which is 2,700, and I put us at 2,705. So, or 2,705. I'm sorry. So I can lower us, but I didn't think reliability needed to be.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then could y'all tell that they got rid of one of their products?
Who?
Chester, they dropped one of their products. They dropped 2 of their products, excuse me.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I missed that too.
So they dropped whatever they had on this one, and then they dropped whatever they had on this one.
Huh.
They have only 3 products now?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Agape, of course, sold out. Their ideal position is the top importance along with age. So our age is at 1.5. Of course, without breaking the bank, we can't really get too close to this.
Yeah.
We could up it a little bit more, I think, maybe, but I don't know how that would affect us if we want to try that.
Okay. Hey, I'm sorry to leave, guys. I'm gonna have to go. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So what do you guys think about Agape? I mean, do you think we should?
I think that looks okay. Like let's leave it like that.
So we didn't change it at all?
We did make a few revisions. It was 4.1 and 10.8 originally.
Oh, 10.8. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
down to
Yeah.
10.
Okay.
And so that's pretty much what gave us this information.
Yeah, that's pretty close to 1.5.
So are we
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Mhm.
Okay, so we can go to pricing. Go back to the top of the list. Okay, the ideal price for Able is 19 to 29, and we were at 28.50 on the last round.
Mhm.
So now we're at to 28.75.
Should we go up in price or down in price?
So what I was trying to follow was the fact that with R&D, if we were spending extra money on these, I was going to make them go up in price versus down. I would rather Aft and Acre go down in price since we're obviously not expending a lot of money with them. But the problem I run in with Aft, I believe it is the contribution margin. So
Okay.
I think that was one of the ones that we had to actually go up in price because of the margin.
Contribution. Mm-hmm.
So we only went up by 25 cents. Somebody else,
That's nothing. Mm-hmm.
somebody else had it at 28.75. So I don't think we're really killing the consumer.
Okay.
It's still okay. I think 28.75.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe next round we keep it at 28.75 or give them a little bit of a discount, depending on where it is in the perceptual map.
Okay.
Just a thought. I mean, of course, we'll see when it comes out tomorrow or whenever. 14 to 24 for them, so we're at the max. We paid $23.75. So
okay. So you're just going up like 25 cents.
Yeah, I was
on
not
each of
trying to
them.
break our consumer at all. The only one, like I said, Aft was the one where I really had to jump start it like pretty bad. So, and then the high end, it's 29 to 39, and we were at 39.25, and so I dropped it by 25.
Okay.
And we were okay with the contribution margin, I believe. And then Aft was at 35.75, so I only went up a little bit, but their max is 34. The problem with us putting it at 34 is our contribution margin sinks.
Oh, okay.
I mean, massively. It's not even pretty how far it sinks. So I think we did this in the play rounds where one of our products, we went above what the consumer was willing to pay for it, and they actually sold out, I want to say, when we did that the last time. So I was praying and hoping that maybe that would be the case this time. I mean, obviously, if you see, we went to 35.75 here, and it sold out, and I mean, their top out is 34, so it's not hurting the consumer. And then Agape was 34.25, so I went up by 25 cents. Their max was 34.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the only other thing. Do you want to look at the promos next?
Yep.
No. Oh, I don't think that I trust what you.
So basically, I just tried to mark up the money is all I did, because
like based on the performance, like poor, low, high. Okay.
Yeah, because that was the whole accessibility and the customer, on the Performa.
Customer, okay.
So it was mainly bumping these numbers, jacking them through the roof, Okay, and then
Forecast.
yes. So we sold 1844 last round.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only a 9.2% growth, but we sold out, so we didn't have our capacity. I wish it tells us the date that it sold out. It kind of stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be helpful information as far as, you know, if
Yeah.
we can know how long it stayed sold out, so we know how much we actually need to forecast for the next year. So basically, because we did sell out at the 1844, I kind of bumped up our budget so that way we had excess left over, because that's what killed us with not getting 5 stars, was we didn't have the what is it called, leftover inventory. So that's where we lost the 1 star, was because we didn't have any inventory left over. So I'm trying to overcompensate and build up our inventory
Okay.
at the same time. So does somebody want to calculate what they think the numbers should be, or?
I did the first one. I did it for Able, and it came out to be like, let me go back. So I did it 809 times 1.092 times, let's say 1635. So
But see, we sold, and that's the only.
yeah, so it should definitely be more than that number, than the 1859. I'm okay with the 2200.
Okay, and then the what is this, acre, we sold 1583, and we sold out, of course.
Yeah.
So I basically, and it's 11% growth rate. So I just did 1800. Sorry, guys.
So this is, so it's 1180, multiply that by 1.117 times, let's say 17%. It's 2122.
1180.
Oh, I'm sorry, 11,180.
Which one?
Where are you?
I'm looking at acre. So what I did was the total industry unit demand, which is 11,180, multiplied that by 1.117, and then that number I multiplied it by, let's say, 17%, and I came up with 2,122 as our forecast.
What is that 17%?
The 17% was a number of our, hold on one second, market share, I believe. Hold on one moment. Is how much market share, how the number or the amount of market share that we'll take. And
So
that was just 17% is just what I thought of, like 15% or 17%, whatever. I've always done it by 17%, but that's what the number came out to be.
Okay.
So maybe we can increase that forecast.
I mean, you know, like we need to look at the potential market share also, you know, for next year based on the customer survey. Can you go to page 10?
10?
Yep.
Let me see.
Yeah, there you go. So on your left side, actual market share, and your right side, you know, potential market share based on the recent customer survey. So look at the acre. That's what we're looking at now. Okay.
Should we look at the total number, the total market share?
Yeah,
the 19
potential market share for next year. Hey, Brittany, can you move that up a little bit? You can see that. Yep. For acre,
which is acre low at 16.6.
16.
Right?
Yep. And what about any other segment like size or something? Can you move a little bit more, Brittany?
Where are you exactly needing me to move it to?
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Is this what you're looking at?
Yeah. Acre, yeah, 16.6 in a low segment, and total would be like 6.4. So I think we need to take into account this potential market share for next year also. What do you guys think?
So 11,180, multiply that by 1.112, was it?
11.7.
11.7. Oops, 11180 multiply, what the heck? And then multiply that by 16.
Yeah, let's say you can use the 17 now. It's close to 17, like 16.6 when you round it. 17.
Okay, so I rounded it to 17%, so it's 2,122.9.
All right. So right now, what's our number?
Our number is 1,800 is what we forecasted.
What do you think?
And so we can increase it.
I don't know, like if that's going to change our well, numbers. I don't know. Let's change and see it.
So you're wanting to change it to what?
2,100, Insa?
We can.
Okay, and then Adam.
Let me write down the old number, 1,800, okay?
Okay.
In case you want to come back and change it. So, Adam, you have 1,000 units. That's a forecast. Are you okay with that, Enza?
And then 5.17. Yes, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
My calculation came out to be 681, so 1,000 is fine.
That's more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we sold out last year.
No, we did. Adam, we did not sell out.
Oh, Adam, okay.
We sold 846 units last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 1,000 is good.
Yeah, and so that gave us a little bit to have a little bit extra because we did have inventory left over. Adam was the only one that had inventory left over, so that's why I put it where I did. And then Aft only sold 745. There is no inventory left over.
We sold out.
Mm-hmm.
$600. Yeah, I'm fine with the 900.
Okay. So next, the last one, Agape.
Agape, we sold 558.
Sold out.
Sold out.
So is that number okay, Enza?
700. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're good.
Yep. So the only number we change is acre from 1,800 to 2,100.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Just go to production.
Okay.
So we have to work on Aft, the contribution margin on Aft, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So our contribution margin, if you go to
Oh, it's a 5 out of 5 right now.
right, yes.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't really see our stock out down on
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Did you guys see that?
What was the stock out previous?
It was a 4.7 out of 5.0.
So it went down.
Mm-hmm.
So then change it back to the 1,800.
Yeah.
But if you look at our contribution, we're actually 5 out of 5 on contribution.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when it was at 29, I wasn't really worried about it. I brought it up some because it wasn't at 29 before. So.
Oh, look at that. 4.7.
Yeah.
All right. Let's leave it like that, 1,800.
Like I said, it's a finicky system. Unfortunately, there's no making it, happy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how the system works, like that's weird.
Yeah.
Watching a lot of YouTube videos, like they're saying you need to decrease the price every time. So now that's not going to help.
So on this, basically what I did was, of course, just subtracted the forecast from on hand and rounded it.
Mm-hmm. Looks good to me.
Yep.
And then I added capacity on everything.
So what do you think, like the first able, we are buying only 300, but we have first shift capacity is 1800, so 2200. We need, I think, 400 there.
We can try that.
Just try, like
I think I did try it before.
okay. I changed that number yesterday, I think.
So days of working capital goes down.
Oh, okay. So change it back to where it was.
That's why I had it at the 300, because that means that we're not going under on our working capital.
Oh, also one more thing, production after adjustment, that's the number we need to look into, 2178.
Mm-hmm.
So our actual schedule is 2200, but we are not making that many units. We are making only 2178,
Mm-hmm.
like a little less than our forecast.
So do you want to up that?
No, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Sure. We can up it. I imagine if we up this number, we could probably, so if we up this by, let's say 100, so we make it 300, and then we can up this by 50, up this by 50, up this by 25, up this by,
Then we have inventory on hand, 64.
yeah, it looks like it didn't calculate that right.
So actually we need a 944 for that. So we are making 950, and that production after adjustment will be 941.
So we need to up that to 1,000
Yeah.
to get the 1,000.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm not worried about this because it's just 10 off.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to kill us. And this is just 3 off, so I don't think that's going to kill us. So let's try making this, what did we say, 23? And then 19, right? And then 1,000, and then believe in those. Up this
4 or 350.
Up this by 25. And up this by 2, or up by 50, so 200 maybe, or 175, you think?
175, that will level up all the hundreds, there.
So let's recalculate that and see what that did us. Our days of working capital went down, so let me go make a couple different decisions real quick. Let's change this back down to 250. Change this back down to 100. 5. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Like I said, there's no, on days working capital, there's no in between. Like, you're either going to plummet or you're going to succeed. So we're up to 80.5, so that's good. So is everybody okay with production?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So
Save it. Hey, Brittany, save it. Almost like.
Okay, let's go to human resources. So at 3,500, we're at 107, which is good, I believe, because I think we needed to be at 106.7 this round.
Okay.
So I think we exceeded that. I think there was a thing on the Performa that had that information, right? About the employee productivity. Yeah, 7 out of 7. So we're good there.
That's good.
Finance.
So if you're giving the $10 dividend, so I know like that's way up, but like you said, that's going to burn out our cash.
So the thing is you don't want cash rolling over year to year.
Okay.
So like I run BNP strategies, and so what I do is when I go file my taxes, my tax guy makes sure that I break even year to year when doing balance sheets.
Okay.
Carrying cash, that's bad on your company because you're not investing it. You're not taking care of your shareholders is what it shows. You're not taking care of your plant. You're not taking care of your employees. If you have all this built up cash, I mean, what are you doing with it?
Oh, okay. All right.
So basically what I did was I retired some stock to burn some cash. If you try to retire anymore, it sinks your performa, of course. I did the dividend at 10 because that's what kind of made the performa work well for us. Any lower and our leverage score would go down.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know if our leverage score went up or, yeah, see, so we're at a 5.7 out of 8, which is really good. So we actually went up a little bit more because we spent more money, you know.
Okay.
So that's why I did that. I did not retire or issue debt because if we're paying this out, there's no reason to issue debt. And I didn't retire debt because we were retiring stocks at $2 million. Retiring the debt on top of that kind of just really upset our performa. So I'm not really sure about that, like what that impacted or why they don't like each other when we do them. But it's pretty much each round, I think we're going to have to pick one or the other between retiring stock or retiring debt. And we have shares outstanding is 2170. So there's that. Is everybody okay with the finance?
I am.
Okay. And then the last one was quality. And basically I just went through here and I found things. So obviously Six Sigma training is very beneficial to your employees. I worked at plants where they offered this. It keeps everything cost related down. So that's why I put money into it. I really just went through and found what it helped with. And if I liked it and liked the way it worked, I just added money to it. So do you guys want to go through all these and figure out if you want to add more money or less money or?
No, I think Six Sigma always reduces the waste, process waste and eliminating unnecessary processes. So that's good, investing more money. So that will help our next round also.
I'm fine with it.
Yep.
Okay. So are we happy with the decisions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we go back to that scorecard again? I saw like two things, kind of like customer buying criteria and.
So the reason we're not meeting this is because on the perceptual map, we're not where our customers want us to be. So to get where our customers want us to be, we have to spend a ton of money we don't have.
Oh, okay. So.
And then the product count was because we don't have 6 products or 6% or something like that of the segment sales, which I don't really know how that plays into our simulation.
Okay.
Like how we can change that number. So that's the top half of it. And then the bottom half, the operating profit, we brought that up. I think that 14 something at some point. And then the only thing that we're not really grasping, I think, is the whole learning and growth section. We're really just sinking the boat there, but I don't think, there's much we can really do on that.
I feel like we've had, like with the operating profit, it's gone up every time. And then the learning and growth section has always been somewhat the same in yellow and red, and we're still coming out one of the top teams. So, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm okay with that. Maybe we can.
All right, so we will save and update and send. Is everybody okay with that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
1 minute. Huh? 2 minutes. Can I wait?
Okay, so I think that we got everything. Is there anything else we wanted to discuss?
Can I wait?
Nope. So
No, 7 o'clock on Saturday.
okay. All right.
Thank you for sending out that invite.
Yeah.
Brittany, because it was at the top of my email. I'm like, that's it. I don't have to spend like 5 minutes checking. So that was great. Thank you.
I can send it out again.